Dear friends, in this video, the machine I'm going to do is Killer CTF on the Vulnhub. The link will be added into the description section below so that you can download and play the machine if you want. This machine is very typical CTF-like machines, which you can learn to how to discover and exploit the vulnerabilities like the file upload vulnerability and also the local file inclusion vulnerability. Before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So enough talk, let's just get started. We can switch into the Kali Linux VM. Above all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. So we can use the net discover. As you can see, the IP address of the target could be identified as 140. Then what we are going to do next, we need to do the port scanning and the surface scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already completed before. So for now, we just get out the result. As you can see, there is just only one open port number, 80, which is running HTTP surface, and also the version information. So what we are going to do next, we need to do the immersion with HTTP surface, both manually and automatically. Let's fire up our browser of Firefox. We can make the window to be largest, and then we can put the IP address of the target. So the IP address would be 140. So very simple site which contains two hyperlinks. The first one is upload. So this one can allow us to upload picture or image to the target. So this is where the file upload vulnerability exists. Okay, and now we can go back. And another one, language. And also we can notice that the title, it's a title, which is LFI. So it's expliciting, telling us this page has something to do with the local file inclusion vulnerability. And before we go into the two vulnerabilities, I like to do more immersion. For example, we can check whether this site has robots file or not. Not found. And then we can use Nigato to do the automatic immersion. As you can see over here, Nigato can review information about the web application from different aspects. For example, like version information, the allowed HTTP methods, and also some common files or directories. Very important utility for the web immersion. However, in this case, nothing like that we can find. Then we can use GoBuster to do the directory immersion. And we can use the W to specify the word list. GoBuster directory extension option. Press enter. As you can see, we found some files like uploads. So maybe we can note it down to our notebook, and also the upload PHP file. And the next one is language. Okay. So we can so this is just a language.php file. This page itself, language, .php file doesn't leak any information related to the LFI. However, if we check its source code, as you can see here, the window location, so this page can give this page the parameter. The parameter name is len. So we can copy. So then we can open up another tab. And we can press enter. So the English. So maybe here we can try to see whether this page is vulnerable to local file inclusive vulnerability. For example, we can check whether we can access password file. Not. However, we need to put enough up. Okay, I think it's enough. Press enter. As you can see, we successfully retrieved the password file. And from the response, we can know that the target has one normal user. We can note it down. And also just only one normal user. So next we need to check whether we can access the private key. Oh, not this one. The username SSH and the private key not found. And next we can check whether we can access log file. Okay, no. And also we can check whether we can access log file. Not found. Okay, however, we have already confirmed this target. Specifically, this page is vulnerable to the local file inclusion vulnerability. And we can password file, and we can copy and paste in our notebook. So I think we have already done almost everything what we can with the local file inclusive vulnerability. However, besides this or except this password file, we cannot exploit into or make furthermore exploitation or get initial foothold on the target. Okay, so we can put this vulnerability aside, and now we need to go back to the home page to test this vulnerability, the upload file. When we try to make exploitation, for example, this one, it's obvious that we can upload the file. Before we try to exploit this one, we need to know what it's about or how it is doing, how we can upload the file. For example, the image, and for example, we can upload any normal or the valid picture. And we can go to the killer working directory, this one, and we can upload. So uploaded down, successful. Even give us the location of the uploaded file. Okay. Of course, from the directory enumeration, we have already known that the target has this directory. Okay, so maybe I can interrupt this GoBuster because I do not need to use it or need to wait anymore. So now we go back. So now we know we can upload the picture without a problem, and also we can get how this function is behaving, right? So next we need to try to upload the malicious file. For example, the PHP, the reverse PHP file, which you can get from the Pentesting Monkey website. So how to? of course, the most or simplest scenario is the web application doesn't have any control or filtering in place. So we just directly upload file. However, in most cases, the web application is doing some filtering. Okay, so we need to bypass such filtering or control. Normally, we can try the following ways. The first one, we can change the content type, especially the MIME. For example, we can pretend our malicious file to be image, the image JPEG or image GIF. So this is the second method. And next method would be, some web application will utilize the magic number of the header to judge its file type to see whether this is picture or not. So we can manipulate the header or magic number. Okay, and the next method, what we can do, we can try to change the extension, because sometimes the web application just has some sort of a blacklist of the extension, and so we can change the extension. Of course, the problem for this method, although maybe we can upload the file without a problem, however, because the extension is changed and modified to, for example, to JPEG or the image file type, so such extension cannot be interpreted normally by the PHP interpreter. Okay, so if we have such scenario or case, possibly we can combine the vulnerability, for example, like local file inclusion vulnerability, and also this file upload vulnerability. Okay, so I think they're just 4 major methods, and in the future, if we meet more, we need to try more methods. I will make the video on this. Okay, so now we can try one by one. First, directory upload. So of course, I've already got, of course, maybe I can remove. I maybe just cut out. Okay, I think we can remove this file, and then I can copy from my toSets directory, and then we can modify the IP address. For example, the attacking IP address of the attacking machine, and the IP address of the Kali Linux. And also, if you want, you can change the port number to whatever port number you are comfortable with. Okay, so now we can write and quit. So now we can browse, upload. The file is not image, which means that the web application does have some sort of control or file type filtering mechanism. Okay, so next we can try to the second method. We can launch. So how to do? We can launch our Bubble Suite to change its MIME type. Next, start. make sure the intercept is on, and then we can browse, select, upload. As you can see, Bubble Suite has intercepted this request, and we can scroll down. Yeah, here we can now this is the content type, or MIME, for the PHP file, and we need to modify to the image JPEG. Okay, so now we can forward. However, we got the same error. File is not image. So maybe we can turn off the intercept. Next, I'd like to use the, manipulate the header of the file. And you can use this. For example, we can copy this one. This is the magic number for the GIF. We can copy. And to pretend this file to be picture. And we can Vim. And we can paste in here. Okay. And right and quit. So then we can browse, upload. However, we got the same error. Next, we can try to, copy. Change its extension. And now we can browse this file, upload. As you can see here now, upload done, successful. And also we can get this location. Of course, I think we can turn off the proxy, and now we can access this file. Before we do that, we need to set up the listener first. And now we can put the IP address of the target. Okay, press enter. The image cannot be displayed because it contains error. So this simply means that although we have already uploaded the file by modifying its extension, however, this file cannot be interpreted properly. So then I think we need to integrate to these two vulnerabilities. The file upload vulnerability and then the local file inclusion vulnerability. So how to do? We can go to the local file inclusion vulnerability here. We can change to uploads. Maybe I can put it in here. And now we can press enter. So not correct. Maybe we need to remove the up and press enter. It looks like it's working. As you can see here, we have already got the collection from the target, and we can spawn the more interactive shell. The Python 2 is not there, Python 3. And then we can import PTY module, PTY spawn the bash. And then we need to do some local immersion to elevate our privilege. The one user BASM, and we can now, at this moment, we do not have the permission to retrieve the user flag. So how to do? Can we access to SSH? Nothing there. So we need to navigate across some important directories. The var directory, backups, nothing there. Go to www directory, go to HTML. Oh, we have already found this super secret for this. I think we can copy this directory name, and then we can navigate into this directory. Maybe contains some credentials, right, from the directory name. and we can actually its password. We can copy and paste in here. So we can get the password for this user. So then we can switch to our Basum and the password. All right, I think we have already made a successful lateral movement. Next, we need to, of course, now we can get the user flag. Next, we need to elevate privilege. Usually we need to, the first thing we need to check is sudo. Sudo with L option, and we can provide the password again. Yeah, it can, so all user, including the root user, can run this without, it means that this user can run as all types of user and the binary find. So we can go to this website, GTF opens, and here give us the instruction how to elevate our privilege by running this command. So simply we just copy the entire command and press here. It's successful. Now we can get the final flag. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Please